All right, today's assignment is 1.9, 1.10 lossy and lossless compression methods. So open up this document right here. You're going to put some notes and pictures in. I'll show you exactly how to do that. Once you open it up, make sure you go to File, make a copy. And when you save it, make sure, not like I did, make sure you go File, make a copy, and save it inside your computer science folder, wherever that may be. Okay. So once you do that, I want you guys to navigate to code.org. You're going to go down to lesson 9 and you're going to click on lesson overview, and I want you to start by watching this video. I'm not going to watch it with you, but I will show you a couple things on the video. In order to get your points for today, you guys are going to need to take notes on lossless compression and lossy compression. Just basically tell me what they are. He pauses. Aloe Black is actually the presenter on this one. He pauses in the middle of the video, and I'll show you exactly where. It's right here. He tells you what lossy information is. So you guys need to put this in your lossy notes right here. Don't get them mixed up. And lossless, let's see where the video go. Lossy, he talks about right after. That was lossy. Lossless, he talks about right after, where no data is lost, so it can be decompressed back into the original file. Let me kind of explain what that means. You guys need to go ahead and watch that entire video, though. He does a really good job, and it's pretty cool. It's Aloe Black. But basically, lossless compression is where you can compress data. You can take all the pictures or the photos or the music or whatever file you're trying to send, and it compresses it to send it. So if it's smaller, it'll send quicker. So it stores it by compressing it, making it smaller. But if it's lossless, it can compress, and then once you open it, it can be transferred or decompressed basically back to its original file. Okay, so lossless means you're losing nothing. Okay, now lossy is the exact opposite. Lossy is where you compress something, but you're going to lose some information. So when you open it back up, it won't be as high quality. Okay, especially if it's a picture. He gives a really good understanding of it in this little picture right here. Okay, so watch this entire video. After you watch the video, you're going to go to code.org. You're going to go to lesson 9. You're going to go to lesson 9, which I think that was lesson 9 number 1. You're going to go to lesson 9 number 2. And you're going to start right here, just like the girl did in the video. If you want a challenge, you want to do it on your own, you guys can either do I Need a Dollar or The Man by Aloe Black. But basically all you're going to do is you're going to go through and find out what are some ways that this is repeated. And you have a dictionary here. It shows you that the original text is 270 bytes right now. I want to get the compression percentage at least 30%. Okay, so I want to make this file size smaller. And typically computers and your phones and everything, when you're sending stuff, this does this part for you. But we're just kind of doing this exercise for you to understand. So I would start off with I underscore, because computers don't understand spaces. We use, when there's sentences, we use underscores. And I'm going to put I need. And let's see if I can do a dollar. A underscore dollar. Okay. I'll put I need, and let me go do dollar. That gets me to 30% already. Let me just try to do a couple more. If I see anything else that may have been repeated, I see 2 whats. Let me put a what in there. And I see said. Okay, so basically all it's doing with this is taking this code, this I need, and everywhere it says I space need or underscore need, it'll put this symbol in there. So you guys can do this on your own. It's pretty easy. Try to get the compression up to 32, at least 30%. And once you do that, I want you guys to, on the Windows, hopefully you have Windows, you guys can use your snipping tool. I'll show you how to use your snipping tool to post a picture in the picture. Now, is this lossless or lossy? Basically you have to ask yourself, can I open this back up? Can I send this and then open it back up and restructure, reconstruct everything on this to be the original? And the answer here is yes. So we didn't lose anything. That's lossless compression. So what I do is this. I go to my magnifying glass. I type in snip. My snipping tool will come up. Click on snipping tool. Once you get here, click new. And your screen will look like this. It'll give you this kind of cursor. Once you have this kind of cursor, you're going to highlight your compressed, your dictionary, and this black box at the bottom that tells you about your bytes and how much compression percentage. And you guys are going to hold it and drag it all the way, and you're going to let it go once you get your square right. Now it puts it in a little window like this. I want your picture's in a window. You've snipped a little picture. So you're going to right click it, copy it, and you're going to go and paste your picture in the lossless compression part. So I can tell that you've done this. And you've got your notes about what lossless compression is. Okay? So you guys have done this part. Let's move on. We're going to go to lesson 10 now. Lesson 10, and we're going to go number 2, and we're going to do the widget here. And the widget here looks just like this. The very first thing you're going to do is follow these directions. We're going to click run. And basically, this gives us an image. And we're going to use this slider to adjust the compression. So right now it's over 200,000 bytes. We're going to change that by changing the bytes. We're going to compress it just a little bit. And we changed it from 201,000 to 51,000. Look at the image. We changed it a ton of bytes. And you can still really make out what it is and see a lot of detail, even though it still looks pixelated in our eyes. That's still not that bad. If we played around with the slider and we compressed it a little bit more, you guys can see how many bytes are left. And remember, this kind of is a continuation of our lessons. We're learning about the more bytes, the more quality the picture has, the more analog. Well, now it's looking like a digital image. Anyways, you guys can use this slider to kind of play with it, and you guys will see how pixelated it is. So here's what I want you guys to do. We're going to reset this. We're going to click on number 3. And basically it's wanting us to go get our own image. And what we're going to do is we're going to go find our own image by going here. We're going to open up a new tab. And I'm just going to find an image of disc golf, because that's one of my hobbies. So I'm going to click on disc golf. I'm going to click on images. And I'm going to click on an actual picture, not like some clip art. I'm going to click on an actual picture. And in the preview, I'm going to right click it. It's important that you don't copy image. I want to copy image address. Don't copy image. I want to copy image address. And I want to click run. You got to click run first. Click run. Then click new image. And this box will pop up. And I'm going to paste my image address in there. Now I can change it. I want you guys to compress it a little bit. Just enough to where you can kind of tell still what it is. I'm going to leave mine about this one. Okay, and then to get your points for this, we did some compression here, and if I were to send this and open this, this is exactly how it opened. I couldn't get it any better than that because this is a lossy compression. I'm going to use my snipping tool, and all I got to do is hit new and use the same way snipping tool. I want to copy it, and I'm going to paste it in the picture at the bottom. Okay, and this last part is, let me go open this real fast. I didn't really use the presentation for today with you guys, even though I used it in my class, but you guys are not missing anything. All we kind of went over with a class is talked about how using abbreviations in text, and that was just the kind of same way for Lossless. We're basically using abbreviations and those symbols. Okay, and then we go down to Lossy, and I'm going to do this activity with you guys, and you guys can kind of do this from home. We're trying to decide, trying to use this image for a particular purpose, and we need to decide how much lossy compression we want to use. Okay, so you guys can follow along with me. Scenario 1, you're sending this as a text message to a friend, but you've almost run out of data on your phone. Which one do you think you send? No compression, small amount, medium amount, or large amount? Hold up a number on your hand. And if you guys were about to run out of data, I would probably either send a 3 or a 4. Okay, you guessed that, you did good. Here's another one. You're a crime scene photographer, and this image is a part of a crime scene photo. Which one would you probably send? Well, if it's a crime scene, you guys take a guess. I'm probably sending number 1 if it's a crime scene. This image is a part of a satellite imaging assignment for the military being used for the intelligence gathering. If it's military-wise, I'm probably sending 1. Okay, now our goal is to try to compress a little bit here, but those I would definitely send it. So you're a social media manager posting this to an Instagram story for an event happening right now. You're trying to compress a little bit, so we're going to use number 2. I think we can compress a little bit. This one's just a little bit too blurry, but we can see most of this one. This image will be a part of a collage where 100 copies will be stitched together to make a large image. For this one, that's 100 images. You're not going to really be able to see it too well. I probably wouldn't go with 4. You could, but let's go with number 3. And the last one, you're a professional photographer submitting a design competition where your submission will be carefully judged for color and composition. This one, I'm going to go number 1. Okay? You guys did a great job. That is lossy and lossless compression. Make sure you turn in this back to the Google Classroom for your points. Make sure you're watching all the videos in full. One more thing is when you go to my Google Classroom, let's just say you're in the first classroom and you're looking around at your work that you've turned in. If you go and try to, let's see, view assignment. If you go and try to turn stuff in and you realize, oh, I've turned it in, but it's late, make sure that you guys don't go back and, or maybe you've turned it in, but you didn't hit the turn in button. Please do not go and start hitting the turn in button later. Make sure you're hitting the turn in button on time, or just don't hit it at all. Once you guys have turned it in, I'll know it's there, and you guys won't have to do it, because every time you hit that turn in button later, it sends me an email, and then I have to go start checking to see if you guys have actually turned in the info. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks.